Every now and then, you'll come across a scamp that requires you to draw a very specific object or person, usually a certain celebrity that is part of a brand's campaign. But what do you do if you can't draw that person freehand, or even tracing them still looks off? Today, Scamp School will show you an easy way to turn any photo into a scamp. So, first and foremost, this tip isn't for every brief. The end result is a scamp with a very high finish, one normally in the realms of wristers or artists. But it is good for capturing exact people if the idea requires it, and we're showing it you as a time saver, not a way to cheat on all your future scamps. First, get your image loaded up into Photoshop and duplicate it. Next, take that newly duplicated layer, rasterize it, and then hit New Adjustment Fill Layer and go Hue and Saturation. Take your saturation all the way down to -100. From there, on the same layer, go to Layer, Blending Mode, and down to Colour Dodge. Now it's time to inverse your layer, hitting Command and I. You should now see either a whiteout version of your image, or even a fully blank page. Now for the tricky part. You'll want to go up to Filter, down to Blur, and then across to Gaussian Blur. This is where it takes some experimenting. What you're looking for is to get as close to a pencil-esque version of your image as possible. Once you're fairly satisfied, hit OK. From here, you want to go back down to New Adjustment and Fill Layer, and go for the Levels option. From there, you want to take the black slider toggle and move it closer to the white toggle. Once again, you're looking for what looks best for your image. At this stage, you might start to see some elements that have become too dark, or perhaps even too detailed to be a pencil drawing. So to help fix that, we're going to go to our brush and choose a soft brush, turn it up to a fairly big size, and then take the hardness all the way down to 0. Once you've done that, make sure your brush is set to black in colour, then set the opacity of the brush to 40%. Once all that is done, make sure you've got your Levels layer mask selected, and start to go over the darkest bits or any area that stands out as being unrealistic to the style. And that should just about do it. If you get into any problems, try playing with your Gaussian blur settings, or try brushing some more. Hopefully this will save you from any particularly tricky scamp issues. Remember, never get too caught up on the perfection of it. It's always about the ideas, not the level of your finish. Thanks for watching, liking and subscribing.